Hi everybody, it's Anthony Morrison, and welcome to our Sending Strategies module here. What I want to talk to you about is you've looked at the list building options. You see how to build your list, what the process is, and we gave you that whole macro overview. But once you've got a list, you got to know how to send. What's the goal of sending your emails? And one of the very first questions that comes up, very first question I get from all of my students is this. It's basically, how often should I send emails to your list, right? So this is one of the things that people always ask is, how often should I send emails to my list? Here's my answer. Every day. Let me explain why. When I first started doing this, I actually was introduced to email marketing by another guy in the industry that was really big into email marketing. I had never even done it. Had a massive list, never sent an email to it. And he gave me an analogy that I've used since day one, so I'll take the credit for it even though it came from him. He said sending emails, having an email list is like having an airplane, right? When a Delta Jet or United or whoever, when they take off from the airplane and they get up in the air, if they've got 100 seats on the airplane and they only fill 60 of them, when that airplane lands, right, in its destination, there is no way they can go back and make any money from those 40 seats that they did not sell. It's like a hotel. When a hotel has 70% occupancy for a night, even if they got 85% the next night, they can never go back and get the money that they lost on that 30% from the night before not being filled. Email list is kind of the same way. You've got 10,000 people on your email list, 400 people on your email list. When you send an email every day, you're able to generate revenue and engagement every single day. When you send an email once a week, you are giving up the opportunity to generate revenue from that list for 6, 7, 8 days at a time. And you can never go back and get it. Now, it's key to not spam your list, to not constantly be sending your list something they have to buy. I'm not saying send an email every day saying buy, buy, buy. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying use these strategies to build rapport, to increase engagement, and also to generate revenue. So, the answer to your question is, send them every day. Now, what do you send? Well, there's content versus promos, right? We talked about this in our last email. And then, of course, versus freebies. All right, now what do I mean by all this? Basically, if you send an email with great content, okay, just great content. Let's say your email list, again, is about gardening, and you give some great tips, just great tips on gardening. And you send these emails every day. You're going to find some people that read those emails, and they just love that content, and they're obsessed with waking up every day and opening your email to read your content about gardening. But you're also going to find some people that get kind of worn out. They say, gosh, he sends me emails every day. Yeah, it's great to get these tips, but my goodness, I'm getting them every day. So in order to combat that, we give out freebies. What that means is maybe once a month, once every 2 weeks. If your list is about gardening, give away a pair of gardening gloves, right? Say, respond to this email. We always ask for response. Response, or call it reply, is key. Because if you can get the people on your list to hit the reply button and reply to you, this increases engagement. And when it increases engagement, it will increase your ability to keep getting your emails into the inbox and not going into the spam folder. So how do you get these replies? Well, you give away freebies, right? If you're on my list, you've seen me do this. I'll basically say, hey, look, we're going to be giving away, my Build Send Profit course. We're going to be giving away a free white paper on the top 10 email marketing techniques. All you've got to do to qualify to win is simply reply to this email. And in the next 3 days, we're going to select a winner, and we're going to announce the winner through our email list. Well, now you've got all these people that when they read it, they're like, wow, okay, I could win something. So they reply. Your engagement level goes up. Your list loves you. They're happy. You're giving away something for free. It costs you a few bucks to give away a pair of gardening gloves or to create a cool little PDF file on whatever the subject matter is that your list is built on. And now what you've done is you've increased the engagement level. You've increased the rapport that you have with your list so that when you send these promos and you ask them to buy something, they take massive, massive action. There are people with lists of 4,000, 7,000 that can make way more money than people with a list of 1 million subscribers. If you've got a great rapport built up with your list so that you get high open rates, every time you send an email, people open. You can make a lot more money. I've got friends that literally get 50 and 60% open rates. They might only have 8,000 people on their list, but they're getting 4,000 people to open an email that they send, and they're getting 3,500 or 3,000 of them to click. Well, they've done that by doing this process here, giving out great content, giving away free stuff every month, and sending promos in the middle. And what that does is a list of 8,000 can generate 2,000 or 3,000 clicks a day, whereas I also know people that have lists of 500,000 records. 500,000 people that have opted into their list, and they get 1,500 clicks a day. It's because the engagement level dropped. Their emails are not going into the inbox. They're going to the spam box. And people aren't really looking forward to what they're sending because all they do is send promos, right? So if you follow this strategy, content, freebie, promo, content, freebie, promo, you're going to build good rapport and you're going to get more of your emails in your inbox or in the inbox. Now, one of the things we use is a link rotate. We use click.org. You can actually see right below this video, I've put a link to this for you. What this means is, when you send out an email, you have to put in a link. Call it linkname.com. Okay? You have to put in this link. So if somebody clicks on this link, they either go to the promo that you're sending out, or maybe you're sending out content on a blog, so they go to the content, etc., etc. That means every time you send an email, you have to put in a new link to those emails. Well, a company like click.org, which you can look right below the video, you'll see a link where you can sign up with click.org. What they do is they give you one link. Just call it linkname.com. And when you go into click.org, when you go into your account, you can redirect so that you can say, hey, when somebody clicks on my link, send them over here to this content that I created. And then at any time, you can say, you know what? When people click on this link, send them to this promo that I did. And then at any time, you can say, hey, when people click this link, send them to this freebie that I'm giving away. That way, what happens is, you're always able to redirect your traffic. I kind of look at it like this. When you send emails, you're just pushing traffic, okay? Traffic is going out. And people are going to be clicking the links in your emails all the time. And sometimes people don't click a link for 3 weeks, right? That's in an email. You build up all of these clicks every day, all of this traffic, and then you become like the traffic cop. You can be the traffic cop if you have something like click.org. Again, right below the video if you're interested in it. There are other ones. I just found this one to be much easier to use. And what happens is you get to tell this link where to send people at any time. So you can make sure to redirect people where you want them to go, obviously based on what you're promoting. So again, something that's very, very good to use. And then of course, just rapport. It's very important to be always mindful of your list. Look, sending strategies help you to get your emails in the inbox, but they also help you to convert the promos that you send. And then they help you to control where the traffic flows go. It's very, very simple using this software. But building rapport is always key. You want to make sure that every day when you wake up, you say, how can I add value to my list? How can I add value to the people that are on my list? How can I make their day better? How can I help them with their business? How can I help them with their niche, whatever it may be? And then, is there something I could give to them or expose them to and show them that could actually help them, but that I could also make money from? And that's, of course, when you send out the promo. So if you follow these sending strategies, okay, you send emails every day, you go from the content to the promos to the freebies, content, freebies, promos. If you're constantly mixing it up so people don't know when they open their email what they're going to get, but they know that what they get they like, right? You'll increase your engagement. Always ask for a reply. Tell them to send you back an email. When you do this, you increase engagement. You're able to change the traffic and where it goes using a link rotator like click.org. You're going to build rapport. You're going to build a better email list. You're going to make more money.